Alright, you guys, it is 9:01 and Jacob is officially late for the first time ever. What are you guys' theories?
Maybe he's stuck in traffic?
Really? Even though he lives right down the street? Come on.
Ooh, maybe he got raided by the FBI.
That's what I'm talking about. Super interesting. Keep it going.
Maybe he was kidnapped.
Who in their right mind would kidnap Jacob? They'd return him within the first day.
What are you guys doing? Why haven't we started shooting the show?
We're trying to guess why Jacob is late for the first time ever. I think that he was working really late, fell asleep on his laptop, and got uploaded into the digital world.
Okay, I'll play. I think he preemptively ate too much for Thanksgiving, and he's lying in a food coma somewhere.
Okay, well, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna go get ready for men on the street. Jacob, what are you doing here? What? Is that Thanksgiving food? It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Oh, I ate too much. I can't do the episode.
Wait, so you can't do it?
No, too full. Too much food.
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
You'll do it!
I knew it!
Well, zippity doo dah, zippity day, if you don't mind me asking, how's your day?
Where did that come from?
I felt like it just had to be said.
Fair enough. Welcome to the
Fourth.
episode of the Beckman Beat. Since my usual colleague is
He's stuffing his face right now.
preoccupied, Luke will be the anchor for this episode.
Man, and I wish I could be stuffing my face too.
Likewise, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait until Thanksgiving.
Unfortunately.
You know, this is our last Thanksgiving in high school.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be a change to celebrate the holidays without all the close friends we know. Well, if there's one thing I want them to know, it's that I appreciate all of them, especially you, Ethan Harlan.
I'm particularly thankful for my teachers, and I imagine they still have some great advice for us. Let's see what they have to say.
You know that I have an essay due in 8 hours feeling? That terrifying blank page. That 5-point rubric where you have to make sure to maintain a clear understanding. That hesitation. That small calm before the storm. You know the drill. The thrown away ideas, the 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee, the keyboard smashing, textbook rereading, book skimming, note reviewing, and re-reviewing, only to end up with 1 page of decent analysis and 3 pages of exhausted, last-minute, made-up nonsense. And before you know it, 10 minutes before your deadline, everything goes still. And you wonder why. Why study? Why exhaust yourself for an A? Why stress? Why this class? Why school? But if you pause long enough to organize your thoughts and think of the reason behind your work, to consider a different perspective, it all starts clearing up.
I feel like I've had more students enroll in honors and AP classes just over the last few years, and I think part of it is just that they think they're trying to make themselves more marketable to college. I think students look at the course and they sort of symbolize like their GPA or their report card, and that's the thing that is the emblem of what they think the course is supposed to be about.
I believe that students take my class because they have to. I think some students are even talked into it by their parents. I think a symbol that students might assign to my class, especially when they've been here for a little while, might be a hash mark. And they know that I'm valuing their voice and that they can't be a passive participant in the classroom.
The symbol that I hope students associate with my class is like, I don't know, an apple or something like that. I think apples are like symbolic of wisdom or knowledge, something that represents like thought. And so to me, like I think of a book as that symbol too, like words and communication and language and how all of that sort of represents this wisdom.
The life lesson of Catcher in the Rye, I think, is you don't have to follow someone else's example. You can actually use a negative example as a positive example.
I would say that it's my unit on modernism that I like the most. I think it speaks to like the ambition that we have as people. I mean, thinking about The Great Gatsby, like this concept of, you know, being this little boat chugging forward and constantly being thrown back.
Reading gives students the opportunity to see life from a different perspective than their own. It's super cliche, but this is exactly what Atticus said to Scout, right? You don't understand someone until you walk a mile in their shoes, until you crawl into their skin and walk around in it. It can propel you to be the type of person that you want to be simply by avoiding what everybody else is doing.
I hope students get a sense of like empathy out of what they read. I hope that they walk away with like the holistic message, right? But ultimately, I hope that it's the lessons of who they are and who other people are and how to interact with others. I hope those are the things that they leave with.
Do I want them to get an A? Of course. But even more importantly than that, I'm very optimistic that the grade transfers into something within your soul. Like, I want them to grow.
I think the message about reading that's so important is like, go out and explore like, well, what types of literature or nonfiction do you like? Like, what types of stories are you interested in? And I think that there really is something for everyone out there.
Be yourself. Find your own voice. Do your own thing. Be content in your own skin.
Dang, now that was some advice.
It sure was. And speaking of advice, we have some important information for the senior class.
We know a lot of college deadlines have passed, but it's not over yet. UC and Cal State applications are due at the end of the month, and Common App regular decisions are due early next year.
As for early action and early decision, results come out in the next few weeks, so keep your eyes open and good luck.
This process was so hard and time-consuming and long. I'm glad it's finally coming to an end.
Yeah, these admission officers are really heartless.
Heartless, huh? Yeah, I see where this is going.
Yep, we've got some crew members from the Beckman Beat film Heartless to give an in-depth look at the production and process of the short film.
Wait, how am I gonna do Man on the Street and host at the same time?
I'll do it.
Really?
I don't see why not.
That's good enough for me.
All right, then let's roll.
And welcome back to another episode of Man on the Street. Except for this episode, I'll be rebranding the segment as the Nicolette Network, better known as the Nicolette Work. Here I am today with Nick, the producer of the Beckman Beat short film Heartless. Nick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Of course, thanks for being here. So Nick, tell me, what were your overall experiences with the film?
My experience was really cool. It was really cool to have a cast that was super passionate about the project and a crew that was as well. And the time and effort that you all put into the project was really admirable, and I'm really happy with the project that we got.
I agree. I mean, I think it was really cool getting to see everyone come together and put in their maximum efforts so that this project could turn out so well. Now, do you think we'll do another short film like this in the near future?
I'd be more than happy to do it. There's just so many unpredictabilities happening second semester, and if you guys are down to make another short film of this caliber, you know, I'd be more than down to help.
I think that would be a lot of fun. Now, when we're reflecting on this film, what was your favorite scene to shoot?
I'd say that my favorite scene to shoot was the Zove scene. It brought the cast and crew together, which was really cool to see. And overall, the lighting, the camera work, and everything that it conveyed was really cool to see in the final product.
I think that everything in the end really turned out really nice, and it was a very well put together product. What were some of the inspirations that you guys took to put this film together?
We took a lot of inspiration from the Weekends After Hours music video series, where he used a lot of red lighting, he used a killer in a red suit, which are both very prevalent in our short film. But as we were writing the character, we wanted the development to look more like something that you saw in The Joker, where you took a misguided character and society kind of beat him down until he felt like he was forced to do certain actions.
I really like that we took inspiration from two different sources and combined them to make Luke's character really unique. Now, speaking of characters, tell me, who was your favorite character in the film?
Now, I don't want to seem biased here, but I think it was me.
That's where you're wrong. You see, I think I was the best.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I had the first death, which makes it the most significant.
Yeah, but I had the best death, which makes it the most significant.
No, Serena had the best death.
Actually, now that I think about it, Jacob had the best death.
Jacob? No.
Okay, so I had the best death, so I was the best. Anyway, that concludes this segment of The Nicolette Work, also known as The Nicolette Network, also known as The Man on the Street. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Back in the studio to you guys.
Wow, Nicolette killed that.
Yeah, I'm just as good.
Don't worry, you'll get there one day, bud.
Get there. You know what? I'm out of here. You want to see a good man on the street? I'll show you a good man on the street. Goodbye.
You have a shoot to finish.
Just finish without me. I'm out of here.
Wait, I didn't mean it.
Goodbye.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to wrap up the episode here.
That's right, Serena. Thank you all for viewing this episode. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching the broadcast.
We are thankful for all of the great feedback you guys have given throughout the year and hope that you have an even greater Thanksgiving.
That's right. Now, run and buy some pumpkin pie, Patriots.